metal, whatnot. All right. See, much in here. I was wrong. There's a lot to go through. Mostly office trash, but what we can find. I like that basket, even though it's ripped. You can put stuff in that, not worry if it rains because it'll drain out. Plastic. That is from yesterday. What's in here? Oh, I don't. Paint is supposed to be thrown in these things, but it happens all the time. Oh, keys and stuff. Anything like that, so that's good, I guess. Not that I'd expect them to leave me a note, but I don't think there's going to be anything in here. TP, plastic. I need to get this stuff before it falls down. I have said this before, but this is not just, and it could just be a work I quit. They are talking about like 30% of their people working from home in the future. They say it's more productive, but in the line of work we were in, I don't think that's the case, but whatever. Design people and all that other stuff, I mean, you kind of need that face-to-face things across from each other. And at the water cooler, I mean, you sometimes transmitted back and forth, and you lose all of that when you're just sitting at home and only talking with people. Or in a meeting online that you're not really paying attention to in the first place. Just go through this to make sure it's just... I think that was from yesterday. Yeah, that's him. Okay, I thought it was more of those cord things. AC adapters. Before I start throwing stuff down too. Got it all. And you know, there's a toilet. Oh, I missed this. There's quite a bit of stuff. Well, maybe not. Just that. And I can't get it, so it's gonna stay. Alright. This is all nonsense. Conference room table skirt. Come across so many things I don't miss at all about corporate life. I was watching the video by Scrap and Pallet Man yesterday, and I think it might have been an older one, but he was talking about working for yourself. And I like him. I know there's a lot of good people out there. I like him. I like his attitude. I like the way he does his videos. I like that he's just chill. And he was talking about the difference between working for yourself and working for somebody else, and what you can get away with. Well, not really get away with, but what you can just do. Obviously not there, so it's a balance. grab what you need stuff.
Just kind of filled the... I think I'm just going to dump it later. Yesterday I had somebody drive by when I was over at that one, and they saw the cords outside. Just kind of did a double take. They didn't stop and say anything. More of these. That is metal. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I needed to get out here tonight. One, to make sure nobody else got it before I did, and two, it has been perfect. No sweating. You're not. And then the rain's gonna come and everything gets wet, and you step in puddles and sometimes puddles of nastiness. That one is unstable. There's a bag of some wire, I think, along with a drink. Alright, so we'll take that. Try to tuck the wind so it doesn't blow out when it's windy. Considering how much I've been finding, but it is still quite sorting. Girlfriend next week because containers are full. Take that. It's another full thing. So I've been taking stuff over to my store, but I've got to make room. Just don't have time to list everything and sort through it. Interesting, ugly stool. Anything down here? Piece of furniture, but too big to take, and I wouldn't know what to do with it. I took the other one from the first day or second day I was here, and I made a desk out of it, a really nice big desk, and I actually assembled sides on it and took it to the storage unit so that I've got a desk to put stuff on, do things around, and just make it convenient to maybe list stuff on eBay while I'm there. So, kind of the same thing I did last time. Move stuff around a little bit to make it easier when they dump on Monday. That could be a nightmare if they throw little stuff down there, but oh well. Leave is it. He'll keep watch. Make sure nobody else comes. All right, so that box, that stuff there, and that wire. So we'll hit that dumpster next. All right, so I know these two dumpsters are mostly all that I've been showing lately, and it's just because it provides good stuff that I can take that fits in my Jeep. But for that reason, I'm not going to show too much of this. I'll go through it quick, see if there's anything good, which it's usually not, just wire and hardware. So kind of see what's in there now. Masks, tape, pills, need that. I can just do this little tool. Don't need that. Pills and a pen. Alright. Don't know what kind of pills, don't care. These are full. Full to
I don't use those things anyway. Which is why my phone's always broken. Put away most of the trash. It is all gonna come crashing down a few times for sure. Just start throwing it that way. Jelly Belly Krispy Kremes. Huh. You see what I got here. It's just wire. I'm gonna take these screws. Much, but yeah, that's all I got. So I don't expect to find much at this dumpster, but I'm hoping something is still here. Not much. That OSB is connected to a huge pallet. This looks like a bunch of foam. Yeah, I'm not doing anything there. These things. Because at the flea market, and yeah, these are the ones picked. So no scrap, but I got and they saw me and they stopped. So they might be looking for my license plate or something, or I don't know. I don't care. I used to be paranoid about that stuff. I'm taking out. I'm not putting in. So that didn't. Normally don't come down to this one because I don't find much. So there's this stuff, which the yard was giving me a price for that of like, I don't know, only like 13 cents. And I don't have to do anything to it. It's not worth stripping side of it. So for that reason, stop saying what I was saying. For that reason, I just, and it is definitely worth it. Keep that stuffed. Let's take a closer look around here. A little bit, dump all that out, I don't want all that. A little bit more. That might be it. Yeah. All right. Look at all that. Not too bad. Is what I got, so I'll just go through a couple of things here. So those containers I just took, like I said, sorting for the flea market. So like, it's got this thick plastic coating, a very thin aluminum jacket underneath that, and then this here, this whole thing is just plastic and fiber wire. It's basically all junk, but I bring this in and they give me aluminum, get out of the dumpster, and then take it into the scrapyard. I won't do anything with it. It'll go in just like this. I don't know, I probably have about 50 pounds of that stuff. Here is going to be aluminum with #1 wire inside of it that I might have coins that I found in the one backpack. More shred that I found off camera. And then this stuff here that I was throwing in, I think these are new. And the reason that I think these are new is because one, with the QC label, they either throw it out or it'd be under the bottom of this unit. So what this is, with SC Duplex Aqua. I don't know, is it for a 3D any value on eBay? Those are all pretty much the same, and they might be a little bit different. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if, you know, hopefully there's some kind of obvious way to tell if these have been used or not. I would think that maybe these plugs would all be out. We'll see how that goes. Then I'll post that on the video before the rain comes. Okay, so before it rains, I kept forgetting to come back. I probably could, but I'd rather have the wood and remove it all so that I can fast forward through it all, especially since I can't do this quickly apparently. Might have to switch to plan B. I should have brought the hammer drill. Views are not coming out very good, so they're just stripping. I'm not too far from home, but there's things that I gotta do first, and I don't really want to drive around with this huge thing on the roof. It's nice. Fit width-wise. Alright. Let's try to get this out. Or to me. Bad spot. Alright, stay. It's not metal, that's just wood. And that I'm not taking today. This could be a little problematic. I guess I'll put it upside down. It's caught on something. There we go. Just fits. That's gonna look funny driving down the highway. I might just try to sell it as a whole box, I don't know. So yeah, now I gotta go run my errands with that thing on top because it wouldn't come apart, so it is what it is. Later in the afternoon, and there is new stuff to go through at my house because it was raining and I didn't want to warp the wood, so now I'm gonna have to put it back up there. It was open, and just what I thought, the place is gutted to the drywall. So, man, that's gonna be slick. I don't know if there's gonna be much good stuff in here anymore, but that I can take. That is a long ladder. All right, that is plastic. Wood, but I'm not taking it. All right. I'll have to lay some of this stuff back down after I'm done going through it. That I want. That. Yeah, that was new in the box, whatever that was, but now it's just gonna be scrap. Hopefully the raindrops don't screw up metal, I think. That might be plastic. All right, I'm gonna have to look at that later. That is metal. I guess I could cover it. I've got, there's another one. Two by the time this is done. I think it's kind of pointless. It's wood. Alright. So this stuff. Try to. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to show getting all this done. I don't know how much memory I got on my camera, so go ahead and clear all this out and then I'll show you what's underneath. I don't know if I'm going to take the ladder or not. And then under here is a stick. Well, there goes everything I just stacked that was new. Probably couldn't have done anything with it anyway. It's so big to ship. But yeah, say it's all gone. All right. This stuff, just put there for now. Yeah, these things are all gonna be shred. And what I need to do is take them out of the box. So I'll do that off camera, actually. If they're not easily opened. So grab all these. That's, oh, look at all that glass in there. I'm not taking that. So these I need to those I've been through. That's it. So now I got a bunch of wet stuff in the Jeep. It's funny, but I don't mind the rain. I hate these big drips that come from the middle here. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot. Just take what. Yeah, very little in here. A little bit of something. United States Air Force. Good times. Alright, so yeah, glass cleaner, already got a ton of that. Okay, so real quick, this is just what I picked up on my way home in that open top. Since they were working, from what I saw inside, it was a wide open space. So real quick, this is just, the box was demolished. I'm not going to try repackaging that. So this here got Lower Raceway for gang box. I'll see about that. This thing here can get too wet, and I think I poked that hole through to see what was in there. I might sell that as is, depending on if there's a market for it. That's some good 10 pounds about of aluminum extrusion. And then over here, this stuff, because it just started raining. So these are poke through devices, same thing here. And if I sell them in lots, then I might actually make some money on that. Electricians and contractors looking for deals out that way. So for that reason, heavy, I would get very little shred value out of this. So actually I think that is one right there. I mean, that probably 5 of these would make £1, if not more. I'd rather sell them as units if I can make a little bit of money doing it. For watching, and I'll talk to you later.